So we have studied about section formula in the last class. In the section formula we have discussed how to calculate the location of a point which divides a particular line segment in some ratio. Okay. So now we will going to discuss next concept, that is area of a triangle. Okay. The next concept is area of a triangle. Now what is meant by area of a triangle? In coordinate geometry we will learn how to calculate the area of a triangle whose vertices are given. Okay. We will learn to calculate area of a triangle whose vertices are given. Okay. So let us say I have 3 points. Okay. I can make a triangle from the 3 points if the 3 points are not collinear. If they are collinear, they will lie on a single line. तब ट्राइंगल नहीं बन सकता, तब कोई ट्राइंगल नहीं बनेगा. If I have 3 non-collinear points, I can make a triangle using those 3 points. How? Let us see this. For example, this is a point A, this is a point B, and let's say this is a point C. I have 3 points. Are these 3 points collinear? No. These 3 points are not at all collinear. So let us say I join A with B like this, I join A with C, let us say mark C point here, and I join B with C like this. So ABC forms a triangle and I want to calculate the area of this triangle. So the formula that you know to calculate the area of a triangle is half into the area is equals to half into base into height. This is what you know कि किसी ट्राइंगल की बेस पता हो और किसी ट्राइंगल की उसी ट्राइंगल की हाइट पता हो तो हम बड़ी आसानी से उसका एरिया निकाल सकते हैं. लेकिन अगर ऐसा हो कि हमें किसी ट्राइंगल के वर्टाइसेस गिवन हो, फॉर एग्जांपल ए x1, y1, इस a पॉइंट का लोकेशन है x1, y1, इस b पॉइंट का लोकेशन है लेट्स से x2, y2 और इस c पॉइंट का लोकेशन है x3, y3. If these are the coordinates of the location of a, b and c, then how to calculate the area of this triangle? क्या मैं यहाँ पर इस ट्राइंगल का बेस निकाल सकता हूँ? लेट अस से BC को मैं बेस मान लेता हूँ. क्या मैं BC की लेंथ निकाल सकता हूँ? यस, इट्स वेरी इजी. यहाँ पे BC लेंथ निकालने के लिए आप डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला लगा के BC का लेंथ निकाल लीजिए. लेकिन व्हाट अबाउट हाइट? हाइट निकालने के लिए फिर क्या करेंगे? ट्राइंगल की हाइट कुछ इस तरह से हो जाएगी. ओके, दिस विल बी द हाइट. So now it's very difficult to calculate the height of this triangle. तो इसीलिए हाफ इंटू बेस इंटू हाइट वाला जो फॉर्मूला है ट्राइंगल में एप्लीकेबल है, वह फॉर्मूला हम यहाँ पर डायरेक्टली यूज नहीं कर सकते. एंड द रीजन इज इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू कैलकुलेट द हाइट ऑफ दिस ट्राइंगल. हाइट नहीं गिवन है, बेस हाँ कैलकुलेट हो जाएगी लेकिन हाइट कैलकुलेट करना इट्स वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट. So how to calculate the area of this triangle? Let us learn this. Let us derive this. How to calculate the area of this triangle? Let us say यहाँ पर ये A, B और C 3 पॉइंट्स हैं एंड इसके कोऑर्डिनेट्स गिवन हैं. सो डेफिनेटली ये कोऑर्डिनेट प्लेन पे लाई कर रहे हैं. अगर ये कोऑर्डिनेट प्लेन पे लाई कर रहे हैं so I can draw x axis and y axis like this. This is y axis. This is x axis. Okay, मैंने ऐसा मान लिया, ऐसा अज्यूम कर लिया that both the points lie all these 3 points lie in the first quadrant. मैं मान लेता हूं कि इन सभी की लोकेशन कैसी है, that all these points lie in the first quadrant. ऐसा मैं मान लेता हूं. Okay, this is an assumption. Now So this is y-axis, this is the triangle. Now to calculate the area of the triangle, what we will going to do is we will going to project all these points on x axis. क्या करूंगा मैं इन सभी पॉइंट्स को x axis के ऊपर प्रोजेक्ट करूंगा. प्रोजेक्ट करना मतलब एक परपेंडिकुलर इन सभी पॉइंट से ड्रॉ करूंगा ऑन x axis. So this is the first perpendicular, this is the second perpendicular, and this is the third perpendicular. Like this I have drawn 3 perpendiculars from A, B and C. Now let us say, so this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree and this is 90 degree. Let us say the foot of perpendiculars are L, M and N. Okay, what I am assuming is that the foot of perpendicular are L, M and N. Okay, so these are the perpendiculars that are projected from these 3 points on the x axis. Now my aim, my target is to calculate the area of this triangle ABC, and क्योंकि हम इस एरिया को डायरेक्टली कैलकुलेट नहीं कर सकते, इसीलिए हम एक इनडायरेक्ट मेथड से इसका एरिया निकालने की कोशिश करते हैं. अगर हम इस फिगर को बड़े ध्यान से देखें तो इस फिगर में हमें एक खास फिगर दिखाई दे रहा है, and that figure is this one. When you try to observe it, you will find this figure. Now observe it, what exactly it is. You can see that AB and LM are not parallel. Okay, they are not parallel, but BL and AM are parallel lines. Why? Because both of them are perpendicular to x axis. So this AM and BL lines are parallel. So in this quadrilateral ABLM, you can see that 2 lines are non-parallel while 2 lines are parallel. So what kind of quadrilateral it is? I will say that ABLM is a trapezium. Okay, it's a trapezium. Trapezium कैसा होता है? Trapezium is something like this. हमने इस तरह से जनरली ट्रेपेजियम को ड्रॉ किया है. 2 लाइंस पैरेलल हैं, 2 नॉट पैरेलल. ठीक है, 2 पैरेलल नहीं है, तो यहाँ पर ये दोनों पैरेलल नहीं है, ये दोनों पैरेलल हैं. ओके, सो I can calculate the area of trapezium very easily. The area of trapezium, the formula for area of trapezium is very easy. What exactly is the formula of trapezium? The area of trapezium is area of trapezium is equals to half into sum of parallel sides into D, where D is distance between parallel sides. Okay, what I am trying to say is area of trapezium is equals to half into sum of parallel sides into distance D, that is D is what? D is the distance between the parallel sides. So if this is my trapezium, then these are the 2 parallel sides. These are the 2 parallel sides. Let the length of this side is L1 and length of this side is L2. Okay, and the distance between them is this one. This one, let us say this is D. So the area of this trapezium will be equals to half into L1 plus L2 into D. Okay, this is the area of trapezium, half into L1 plus L2 into D. You know this formula. Okay, you have studied this formula in previous classes. So I can see that ABLM is a trapezium, and I can see one more trapezium. The next trapezium is this one. this one, that is A, M and C. Okay, we have three trapeziums here. Observe it very carefully. The first trapezium is A, B, L, M. A, B, L, M is a trapezium. BL and AM are parallel, while AB and LM are non-parallel. Similarly, the second trapezium is A, M, N, C. A, M, N, C. In A, M, N, C, you can see AM is parallel to CN. Okay, AM and CN are parallel, but AC and MN are not parallel. Okay, so this is a trapezium. And there is one more trapezium. The third trapezium that you will observe is B. Let us mark it. B, L, N, C. This one. You can see this trapezium. This is third trapezium is B, L, N, C. Okay, B, L, N, C. In this trapezium, BL is parallel to CN, but BC is not parallel to LN. Okay, so this is the third trapezium. Now, from a simple observation, I can write that area of triangle is equals to area of triangle ABC. I can write it like this. Let us write it here. The second trapezium was AM, NC, and the third trapezium was B, L, N, C. Okay. Now, I can write area of triangle ABC. Area of triangle ABC is equals to area of trapezium ABLM plus area of trapezium AMNC minus area of trapezium BLNC. Okay. From a very simple observation, I can see that area of this triangle, this ABC triangle, is equals to area of trapezium ABLM plus AMNC minus this one BLNC. If you subtract this trapezium from the complete trapezium, you will be left with this part only. Okay. So what I am going to do? I am going to subtract this area, this much area from the complete area. Okay, because ABLM plus AMNC is what? ABLM plus AMNC is equal to total area of this trapezium, this complete trapezium. Okay, and I am going to eliminate this much part at the bottom to get this area. Now, as I have said, area of trapezium is equals to half into sum of the parallel sides into d, that is distance between the parallel sides. Let's talk about the area of ABLM. ABLM is this trapezium, ABLM. In this trapezium, the parallel sides are AM and BL. Okay, so what I need to do? I need to add the parallel sides. So the area of this trapezium will be equals to half into AM plus BL, AM plus BL, AM plus BL, okay, into distance between them. So what is the distance between these two parallel lines? The distance between these two parallel lines is equals to LM. Okay, because distance क्या है? Constant रहेगा दोनों parallel lines के बीच में. So LM is basically the distance between these two parallel lines. So half into sum of parallel sides into distance between them is LM. Okay. Now plus, let's talk about the area of AMNC. This is AMNC. So AMNC you can see AM is parallel to NC. So the two parallel sides are AM and NC. Okay, so area of this trapezium will start from half into AM plus NC into the distance between these two parallel lines. The distance between these two parallel lines is MN. You can see this, MN is the distance between these two parallel lines. So into MN minus, now area of trapezium BLNC. BLNC. So what are the two parallel sides in BLNC? In BLNC trapezium, you can see BL is parallel to NC. So the area of this trapezium will start from half into BL plus NC into the distance between these two parallel lines. This is one parallel line, this is second parallel line. The distance between them is LM. So this is the distance from this point to this point. So LM is the distance between these two parallel lines. So this is how I can define the area of triangle ABC in terms of three trapeziums. Okay. Now, but our aim, our target is ultimately to calculate the area of this triangle using the coordinates of these 3 points. Okay, using the coordinates of these 3 points. So let's substitute the value of all these variables in terms of coordinates. How to substitute that? Half into AM. Now what is AM? AM is this length. So what exactly is the measure of this length? This A point is how much units away from this x axis? That will be equal to y coordinate. Okay, I am saying that this length of AM is equals to y1. Okay, because y coordinate is what? Y coordinate is the distance from the x axis. Okay, so the length of this perpendicular is equals to y1. So I can write in place of AM, I am going to write y1 plus. Now focus on BL. BL is this length. Since AM निकाला था तो y1 consider किया था. y1 is the length of this perpendicular. So what is the length of BL? The length of BL is equals to y coordinate, that is y2. So this will be y2 into LM. Now this is LM. So how to calculate the length of LM? First calculate this. This is the origin. First calculate the length of OL. OL का length of OL will be equals to x coordinate. L का x coordinate कैसे निकालेंगे? Since BL is perpendicular to x axis, तो जो x coordinate B का है वही x coordinate L का भी होगा. So the x coordinate of L will be equals to x2, and since it is on x axis it will be x2 comma 0. What about M? AM is a perpendicular on x axis, so A का x coordinate और M का x coordinate same होगा, so it will be x1 comma 0. Similarly N के लिए हम लिखेंगे x3, sorry this is x2, x3 comma 0. Now the length of LM will be equals to x2 minus x1. This was x2, okay, sorry, this was x1. Now length of LM will be equals to, this is x1 OM minus OL. So OM is x1 and OL is x2, so x1 minus x2. So in place of LM I can write x1 minus x2. Okay, then plus half of in the bracket AM. What is the length of AM? Just we have calculated, the length of AM is y1 plus length of NC. Length of NC will be equals to y3. This is y3, so it will be y3 into MN. Now this is M, this is N, so this length. Now what is this length? This length will be x3 total length minus OM, that is x1. So it will be x3 minus x1, then minus half of in the bracket, what is BL? BL is this length, that is y2, So in place of BL I can write y2 plus NC. What is NC? NC is this length, that is y3. So I can write it here y3 into now LM. LM means this length. So LM length will be equals to, sorry, it's not LM, it should be LN. It should be LN. Okay, L then N. So Ln will be equals to x3 minus x2. Okay, so here I can write x3 minus x2. So this is x3 minus x2. Now let us simplify this. Let us solve this expression. It's very easy to solve, it's not difficult. What you need to do is just take half as common. So if you take half as common, in bracket it will be left with y1 plus y2 into x1 minus x2 plus y1 plus y3 into x3 minus x1 minus y2 plus y3 into x3 minus x2. Okay, so you will be left with this expression. Now further simplifying it, half as it is in the bracket, y1 into x1, so x1 y1, y1 into x2 minus y1 x2, okay, y2 x1, so plus x1 y2, okay, then minus x2 y2, minus x2 and y2. Now further solving it, y1 x3, so plus y1 x3, then y1 into x1, so minus x1 y1, then y3 x3, so plus y3 x3, and y3 into x1, so minus y3 into x1. Okay, then minus y2 into x3, so minus y2 into x3. Okay, then y2 into x2, but with this minus and this minus it will become plus x2 y2. Okay, then y3 x3 will be minus x3 y3, and y3 into minus x2, that will be become plus, so it will be plus y3 x2. Okay, this is what we will get by solving this. Now यहाँ पर हम देख सकते हैं x1 y1, this is plus x1 y1 and here we have minus x1 y1, so both these terms will get cancelled. Now this is minus y1 x2. Do we have one more y1 x2? Let us search for y1 x2. This is y1 x2, this is not y1 x2, this is not y1 x2, not y1 x2, not y1 x2, this one, then y1 y1 y1. No, we don't have any y1 x2 further. Then x1 y2, do we have a negative x1 y2? This is not, this is not, this is not, this is not, then this one x1 y2, no, we don't have any further x1 y2. Then x2 y2, so minus x2 y2 and we have 1 plus x2 y2. So this one and this one, you can see that these two terms will get cancelled out. Then y1 x3, do we have y1 x3 negative? No, we don't have this. Now this is y3 x3 and this is y3 x3, this one. So this term and this term, these two terms will get cancelled out and you will be left with half of, then this is equals to area of triangle ABC is equals to half of, to the bracket, the first term is this x1 and let's bring the terms which have common x element. So this is x1 y2, this is minus y3 x1. So I am going to write it as x1 y2 minus y3 x1. What I am going to do is I am going to bring those terms together which have same x. Okay, for example x1 terms, this one term and this term, these both the terms contain x1, so I have brought them together. Then second x2, x2 is, this is one x2, y3 x2 and this is another x2, y1 x2, So let's bring these two terms together. So what I am going to write is y3x2 minus y1x2. Okay. So y1x2. Then these two terms are done. Then this term and this term, you can see y1x3 and y2x3. So plus y1x3 minus y2x3. Now you can see when you take x1 as common from first expression, it will give you y2 minus y3. Plus when you take x2 as common from the second expression, it will give you y3 minus y1. Plus when you take x3 common from this expression, it will give you y1 minus y2. Okay. And finally we can see this expression is the area of triangle. This is the area of triangle ABC. Okay, this is the area of triangle ABC. Half into x1 to the bracket y2 minus y3 plus x2 to the bracket y3 minus y1, then plus x3 to the bracket y1 minus y2. This is the area of a triangle whose coordinates, whose vertices are given to us, and we have calculated them using the vertices. Okay. So how to remember this formula? This is the most important. You need to remember this. Just try to understand this. Half, you can remember half. Okay. In the bracket, first you need to write x1. Okay. सबसे पहले x1 को लिखिए. x1 को लिखने के बाद 1 के बाद क्या आता है 2. So this is y2 then minus y3. Okay. x1 के साथ कौन से टर्म आए y2 और y3. So 1 2 3. Okay. प्लस x2. x2 के बाद 2 के बाद कौन सा टर्म आएगा 3. Then 3 के बाद 1. So 2 3 1. Then plus x3. 3 के बाद क्या आएगा 1. 1 के बाद 2. So in this way you can remember this. First write x1. Okay. In the bracket क्या आना चाहिए 2 आना चाहिए, तो y2 आ जाएगा माइनस y3 हो जाएगा. फिर लिखिए x2. x1 के बाद क्या आएगा x2. ओके. x2 के साथ क्या आएगा ब्रैकेट में 2 के बाद 3 आता है तो y3 और 3 के बाद 1 आ जाएगा प्लस x3. x3 के बाद ब्रैकेट में 1 आ जाएगा. सो y1 माइनस y2 और इस तरह से ये वैल्यू अचीव हो जाएगी. ओके. सो दिस is the value, this is the area of a triangle whose vertices are given to us. Okay. So this is the formula that we have derived. You don't need to derive this formula again and again. We will going to learn this formula and we will apply directly. Okay. So first note this, then we will continue and we will solve some practice questions based on this concept.